Welcome to the Ben Daniel podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. Folks, remember grade school, elementary school, middle school, high school? Remember group projects? I'd always just rather just do the project by myself. But remember group projects? Remember how immature we used to be growing up? There was just somebody in the class we didn't like for whatever reason. They were faster than us. They were smarter than us. They got done with a test before we did. They got done with their lunch before we did. They cooked their boogers better than we did. All that nonsense. Remember that? And then every now and then, the teachers would say, all right, group project. And unfortunately, you weren't always allowed to pick your friend in the class. You weren't always allowed to pick your buddy in the class. Sometimes you had to work with that person in the class that for whatever reason, you just didn't like. For whatever reason, you just despised. And then by the end of the project, you look face to face, you guys look eye to eye with each other, and you say, hey, did we just become best friends? Folks, now I'm not saying Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are going to be best friends. Trust me, I'm not saying they're going to be best friends, but some of the fallback coming out of the All-Star game, some of the fallout coming post WNBA All-Star team beating Team USA, it has me thinking, sometimes you just gotta be around somebody to be like, you know what? You're not that bad. Sometimes you just gotta rub elbows with somebody to say to yourself, you know what? You're all right. And I don't think Caitlin Clark had any of these thoughts towards Angel Reese, trust me, not in the least bit. But if we were going to act like Angel Reese didn't have some of these thoughts towards Caitlin Clark, then I'm not going to act like that. Of course it was a one-way street in that matter. But again, sometimes you just got to get along. Sometimes you just got to get along with each other, right? Sometimes you just got to get along with each other. Angel Reese, to my surprise, came out on Instagram and posted this, a photo of her and Caitlin Clark dapping each other up, coming to the bench. This was a nice sight to see. And the fact that Angel Reese even did this on Instagram, I gotta call a spade, folks, right? I'm hard on Angel Reese, right? I hold her to a standard, and when she acts like a fool, I'm coming here and I'm saying she acts like a fool. When she acts like a victim, I'm gonna come here and say she's acting like a victim. When she does something that I think, you know what? It's a good move. You know what? It's not too bad. You know what? That's all right. I will come here and I'll say, you know what? That's all right. Folks, this play with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. This play right here had people thinking to themselves, damn. Not damn, oh my God, look how it... This was a play that Indiana Fever fans have seen all year long. Caitlin Clark give a dump pass, and whoever's on the other end of that miss a layup. Whether it's Nalissa Smith, unfortunately, Nalissa, you got to catch a stray here. Whether it's Lexi Hall, Lexi, unfortunately, you got to catch a stray here. Christy Wallace, Christy, you're benched, but you got to catch a stray here. No matter who it is, except for Aaliyah Boston as of recent, though she still has her issues from time to time. No matter who it is, it seems like every time Caitlin Clark does such a simple dump-off pass, like the one we're going to see right here, driving to the lane, doop, dump off, someone always misses that layup. And us, being us, we expected Angel Reese to at least miss that. Let's be fair here, right? We were like, oh man, this is going to be nice. Please finish this. But we were thinking to ourselves, man, this might be a miss right here. But Angel Reese finished it, right? So we were all thinking to ourselves, man, imagine if Caitlin Clark had a teammate that ran the floor with her. Because, folks, let's take a look right here. If we're actually being honest with ourselves, Angel Reese is running the floor with her. Literally, side by side here. There's Angel running up, sticking out her butt, putting a little bit of elbow in the way. Boom, quick drop off to Angel Reese from Caitlin Clark. If we had a teammate like that, that's kind of why we all love Tammy Fagbenley so much. If Caitlin Clark had a teammate like that, someone who knew how to use their size, right? Aaliyah Boston's good with the standstill screen when she uses her size, but too often she doesn't really use her caboose as well as she should. But this play right here was a perfect example of, man, All we need is somebody just to run the floor, grab rebounds for her, and run the floor with her, and it's smooth sailing. Tammy Fagbenle is currently doing that, but again, I think we liked some of what we saw from that All-Star game, right? I think we liked some of what we saw from that All-Star game, and I think that we can all agree 2028, that USA team is going to be a problem. That USA team is going to be a problem. Hopefully politics aren't playing. Hopefully we get Caitlyn and Arike and Angel and Cam Brink and Paige and all of these women that are really showing out. Jonquel Jones, the new era. Let's get the new era. Folks, we've come a long way since here, right? This is how a lot of us were introduced to Angel Reese. I got to keep it a buck. This is how a lot of us were introduced to Angel Reese. The you can't see me. Though you're watching because of me too. All of these negative things, we don't really get the Angel Reese interview that isn't her just saying bad things about Caitlin Clark. That isn't just her saying negative things about Caitlin Clark.
Angel, I know you're never asked questions about Caitlin, and she's never asked questions about you, but how about the experience of being teammates and actually getting to be on the floor together? Because you did have quite a few minutes of run there together in this second quarter.
Yeah, it's so cool. I know when she gets the ball, I'm running to look for the ball because I know she's going to throw it. So she's been great to play with. I mean, the future, we're going to be playing with each other a lot. Hopefully in 4 years we can be Olympians together.
Questions of actually getting to be on the floor together, because you did have.
All right. She said the right words. I mean, you saw it, folks. She knows if I'm running the floor, she's gonna give me the ball. So we knew the words right. But this face is like, oh, why are you asking me that? I just gotta say that that's a funny face. That is a funny face. But again, folks, sometimes you just gotta play with somebody to be like, you know what? They're not that bad. You know what? They're all right. You know what? Maybe I can see myself playing with that person in the future. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese actually had a conversation with each other on the bench, talking back and forth. Caitlin Clark said to Angel Reese, I know that bucket went viral. And then Angel Reese said, you know how many people are happy right now? I was like, man, I already know. So they know the noise. They can say they're not on social media. They don't pay. They understand the noise. One way more than the other. One listens way more than the other. One has their ears peeled to the streets. But at the end of the day, I think they both understood how big of a moment that was, and I am glad that the fallout is being handled accordingly. And handling it accordingly, I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, you know what, Angel Reese? I didn't like this. I'm going to be honest. I don't like because of me too, I don't like the cheap shots. I don't like the dirty play. I don't like pushing women in the back every time they get an offensive rebound. I don't like any of that. But it is what it is. But it is what it is. This, I did like. And sometimes, folks, sometimes you need some encouragement from your peers. Right? Sometimes you need a little nudge from, like, come on, guys, just get along. Come on, look at you two. You guys actually had fun out there. Just get along. Sometimes you need that, right? Sometimes there's like a neighbor or somebody else's parent, like, man, would you guys just get along already? How come every time I come out here, you two are fighting? Could you guys just please get along? Every now and then you need that. This is Nneka Ogwumike being the OG in the room, saying, hey, I think I saw some chemistry out there.
How rookies like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese handled the pressure in their first All-Star games tonight?
I mean, I thought that they were professional, like as anyone at this level would be. I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight. Mm-hmm. They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here at All-Star, but managing, all of the influx that they get as the two rookies that are really getting a lot of attention. And then, of course, like being celebrated, too. I would like to think that they had fun today, and I think that's the main goal, especially for first-time All-Stars, is to enjoy the experience. And they helped us win, too.
And there it is. Way to bring some positivity to the rivalry. And they did have some synergy out on the court. Like I said earlier, Folks, that's why we love Tammy, is it not? She grabs rebounds and she runs the floor. That's why we love Tammy Fagbenle. They helped you. Folks, this was a step in the right direction. Am I going to come here and forget that the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese, Kennedy Carter are the Hardy Boys? Hell no. They're the Hardy Boys. Devon Dudley, Bubba Ray Dudley. They're the Hardys. They're heels. But every now and then the heel has a great promo. Every now and then the heel has a great match. Every now and then the heel is like, you know what? You're not always a cowardly heel. There is some backbone to you. There's some spine there, right? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is the Ben Daniel This is the Ben Daniel podcast. Appreciate all you guys for listening. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Take it easy.